Hey there, guys. Hero Him 2 here. The Thab.
The returning Thab.
The returning Thab. There's a difference. It's like Jason and Uber Jason.
Uber Jason has the medal.
And I have the lightsaber. But you saw that before, so that this is just out of context. We are doing our top 10 favorite horror movies. This is kind of sloppy, so we'll probably do another one. Like, I mean...
We were ill-prepared. Like, we would have had all the DVDs to show you what was in our top 10. And this is kind of... I'm sorry to cut you off. This is kind of, sort of, a video response in a nicer tone. We're not going to put it as a video response because there's a certain somebody that... We respect his opinion, but he doesn't really have a good taste in movies. Cough, cough, sneeze, sneeze.
Brian F. Jr.
So, you want to do mine first or yours first?
You can do yours first.
Hang on, let me just text my... Because you know he's a weenus. Thanks, Paul. I got a paper too, but I'm not going to read it because I'm cool. I'm only going to go to detail with my my last 5, because the other 5 I'd say is like honorable mention, kind of. And my number 10 starts with the Friday the 13th series. Not the whole series, because I don't like one movie in particular more than the other. I mean, I like 4 the most out of all of them. 4 and 3. But the series itself is like kind of one giant movie, kind of. And
one can't work without the other.
Yeah. And so my Friday the 13th part number 10 is Friday the 13th series, 1980 through 1989, which is basically the first 8 movies, because Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X weren't too
good.
Yeah. My number 9 pick is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 1974 one, not the remake, which he doesn't really like, but it was up there. I kind of enjoyed it. Again, great movie, really crazy. That's like the first wacky movie I ever saw with people that are super duper loco.
Loco.
Like 4 Loco.
The
drink
saber.
That kids aren't supposed to drink. My number 8 is Nosferatu, 1922. I saw this movie a while ago on TV, I think. Was it on TV? I think
probably on Turner Classic Movies.
Probably. And I saw it and I liked it, and a lot of people like it, and I like it too. So, it's a good movie. Especially the part where he just like...
I like the part when he's just like walking through the door.
Number 7 is Horror of Dracula, 1958 with Christopher Lee, who also plays Count Dooku in The Wars.
Whoa. Again, out of context.
It's that serious. If you're in a horror movie and The Wars, you have to be the greatest actor ever.
By the way, another fun fact, Count Dooku, Count Dracula. Whoa.
Maybe George Lucas did a little because his name is Darth Tyrannus, supposedly, on the action figures I own. My number 6 is... People are going to hate me for this, but I'm going to put number 6 as Psycho, 1960. It deserves a way higher rating, but I have 5... my top 5 are more favorite, like, not in terms of what's the best. If it comes to the best, Psycho is definitely definitely up there. But it's not... It's one of my kind of favorites, but it's not my favorites, as which my next 5 are.
Those are the ones that are going to go in more detail.
Fright Night. Number 5 is Fright Night, 1985. This movie is... I just came in contact with this movie, like, March. And from March till September, that's like 6 months, I think. It has become one of my favorite movies, like, ever. Like, it has a great plot, it has a great story, it has great actors, great characters. Jerry Danger's just hot. As I said in the Fright Night remake review, Jerry Danger's just very hot.
Oh, Jerry.
Jerry. It's a great movie. Peter Vincent, Roddy McDowall, Chris Sarandon plays Jerry Dandridge.
Oh, Jerry.
I got a lot of funny comments about the "Oh Jerry" thing I said, so that's what he's laughing about. My number 4 is Sleepaway Camp from 1983.
Ooh, progressive.
I just picked this movie up out of at FYA for like $3. You were there a while ago. I bought it though, and I just bought it because I saw Sleepaway Camp 2 and I thought that was like terrible. So I was like, gee, Sleepaway Camp 1 must suck too. and then I bought it and I watched it.
And you were false.
And the minute I finished watching it, I called Thab. I was like, dude, this movie's awesome. The ending is like...
What? Chick
What?
with a dick?
No!
Oh, sorry.
Eek a penis. And it has a whole bunch of like these not famous actors in it, kind of like how horror movies usually should be. Not too many famous faces, but people that look like actual kids, as did most of the actors in the movie, because I haven't really seen any of the actors in other movies. So.
That guy with the fake mustache.
And the cop at the end of the movie, it has been written down, I think, for having the worst movie mustache ever. It looks like a piece of like... It looks like a matchbook was cut like into little shreds and like painted black and like glued to his face. It's beautiful. Number 3 is Pet Sematary. Stephen King, 1989. I'll bury you in Pet Sematary, even if you're alive.
Indian burial grounds.
Yes. The best thing about this movie, Judd Crandall, Fred Gwynn, that's his name, right? Fred Gwynn.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm calling that
The
raw
saber.
barrel, Lewis. Fred Gwynn has to
I'm
be
not
the
raw.
greatest thing of 1989, besides the Ramones' Pet Sematary song. And the Brain Drain album. I love Brain Drain. Fred Gwynn's performance in Pet Sematary is like awesome. It's like if you read the book, how Stephen King wrote Judd Crandall's dialogue is exactly how Fred Gwynn speaks it. It's
Don't go down
Perfect.
that road, Loss.
It's perfect. They also had the kid that was in New Nightmare. I'm not familiar with actors really, but those are the only 2 famous faces probably that. But you guys probably know all of the actors. But the cat creeped me out kind of. You ever just pay attention to the cat? Winston Churchill. You just stare at the cat and you're like, you're ugly. Number 2. Halloween, 1978, the classic. Jamie Lee Curtis, Donald Pleasance, PJ Souls.
Pleasance.
My mom yells at me for saying Pleasance, so she makes me say Pleasance now.
Why?
Thanks a lot, Mom. Halloween is, in my opinion, the greatest horror movie of all time. Hands down, the greatest horror movie of all time.
I concur. That means I agree.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not good at school. But my number 1 favorite horror movie... And this list is actually, like, mostly all my favorite movies. The top 5, at least. Number 1, my all-time favorite movie, The Lost Boys, 1987. Everybody who has watched a YouTube video from us has known that The Lost Boys is my favorite movie ever. Like, I mention it in every video, no matter what. Like, I could just, like, Ethan will mention, like, a rat, and I'll just be like, there was a rat in the cave in The Lost Boys. Because that movie is, like, beyond amazing. Like... If I could go back in time to 1987, I would rate that movie just to get money from it. And just to watch it being filmed. Because if I watched it being filmed, then I'd commit suicide once the movie was done filming. Your turn.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm going to do the same thing that he did, my top 5. I'm going to go into more detail than, like, the first 5. So, yeah. This movie I saw about maybe like 3 months ago. What you doing?
Just checking.
Oh, that's right. Low battery. We apologize.
Okay.
Whoa.
Just making sure the sound was on.
Scared me. Oh. Number 10 is the
TMNT.
Ninja Turtles, greatest thing ever.
Besides Power Rangers. Power Rangers beat up the Ninja Turtles. Season 4.
I wasn't in the Ninja Turtles, more like the Poop Turtles.
That was Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation.
Gross.
Shown Canada.
Alright, anyways. As I was saying. I recently saw Devil's Rejects maybe like 3 months ago, so that's why it's going on the number 10 spot. I do seriously think that, because like, this is probably one of the greatest horror films I've ever seen. It's not up there, like he said, Halloween. That's easily the best horror film ever made. So, but to the true meaning of the word, it is pretty scary. Number 9, this is again like a list that really I didn't put a lot of time into. Neither did he. Like, we probably just did this about 2 hours ago. So number 9 is Poltergeist. This movie scares the crap out of me in every way possible. I watched it again about a week ago.
It's on demand, I think, right?
I don't know.
I'll watch it tonight if it is.
But yeah, Poltergeist movie creeps me out. Number 8 is Nightmare on Elm Street. Wes Craven, amen to you. I really like. I wouldn't include the whole series. Like as Friday 13th. It only would work if you just watch like.
They were good in their own cheesy way, kinda.
Yeah, but see, there's only like a few movies I would watch in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise.
2 sucks in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
He's not.
Like Dream Warriors and New Nightmare. Those were all good, but everything else is pretty bad. But I like the first one most. Number 7 is Fright Night. What a great movie. That's all I can really say. But still, not quite there. Number 6 is Evil Dead 2, which is belongs up there with, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, them the famous laughing scene. Oh my God, Bruce Campbell. He's cool. Freaking chainsaw hand. Whoa. Ow. Alright, now we're getting into the details. My number 5 favorite horror film is Nosferatu, the original. It has this really creepy tone and atmosphere that I don't think could have ever been accomplished. Some of them take after it, but there's a lot of images that have just been satired and used over and over again. They've just become famous. Count Orlok himself is also Count Orlok himself is also, he's a horror icon. And, F.W. Murnau, he's made a couple of good films. I watched another movie which had, a guy named Orlak, or Orlok, Hands of Orlak, whatever. I just really can't explain. I can't fathom how great a silent film this is.
Fathom.
Fathom.
It's a funny word.
Indeed it is. I really can't. I'll be talking forever about Nosferatu. Number 4 is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Again, really scary, and the scariest part is, there's people out there that do this kind of stuff. It's not like, Nightmare on Elm Street. This could actually happen. It already has happened,
Can I say
to
something?
my knowledge. Yes.
That is why Texas should be evacuated.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Continue.
I really can't go into too much detail here because I'll be talking forever. We don't have a lot of battery life here. Number 3 is The Lost Boys.
Number 3?
Yeah. Yeah. Do something. Number 3 is The Lost Boys. I think that it is possibly one of the greatest vampire movies ever. It's up there with the 1931 Dracula and, what was just mentioned before, Nosferatu.
Number 3?
Number 3.
I don't even want to sit next to you.
Read my lips. Oh, now he's getting upset. Now I'm the bad guy.
Continue talking.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting again. Although, number 2 is Halloween. What more can be said? It's fucking Halloween.
You cussed.
I cussed.
Bad boy.
Hey, that was a pen.
You gotta go to confession.
I had the pen out. My eye could have been gone out. What the F?
Stop cussing. Where are my weenus?
Right in your weenus. Go ahead. Do it again.
Finish your review.
Number 1. One of my favorite movies of all time, An American Werewolf in London, with that guy from the Dr. Pepper movies commercials, David Naughton. This movie has the perfect blend of suspense, horror, and comedy. Jack is hilarious. Could I have a piece of toast? Really, I can't go into too much detail because then they'll be watching me forever. And you don't want that.
The greatest transformation scene. I'll give you that.
Yes. Rick Baker. Amazing special effects. I couldn't possibly detail. I've said that a lot in this video.
And he'll be talking forever.
And
Say
I'll be
that
talking.
a lot.
Just look at the lightsaber while I talk. It'll entertain you. Oh, now my hands are tired. Okay. They had to do like every individual hair that popped up, like just went, and that's it.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Amen to them.
So wait,
And
no, wait.
They
So,
did like
so,
a wheelbarrow.
So you're
effect.
done with your list?
Yeah.
Whoa! What number was the Lost Boys?
Number 3.
Eh, my kneecap.